If I do a search, so the search button, these hard buttons exist on every phone. So again, think about this as being an iPhone. So you can trust and rely on these buttons to be there. So this is a Bing search button. It always takes you to Bing search. So think about the scenario where I'm, okay, so I love these Bing images, and you can see what this is. This is a bridge, blah, 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 and you can have these little quizzes. So it's all a very interactive experience, and you learn from your phone. But right now, I'm interested in movies, okay? So I'm going to do a search for a movie called True Grit. Has anybody seen it?
Sorry, can you change the standard search engine?
No. So this is Bing. But there are apps, for other search engines. But I'll show you the experience, and I think you'll like it, actually. So this is True Grit. Has anybody seen the movie?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. So. Okay, so I search for this movie. I press search. And what does it return? Well, it returns an application about movies. You're familiar with IMDb, right? So this will allow you to get more information firsthand, watch trailers, get some Hollywood gossip and what have you. So the phone understands that, okay, you're interested in a movie, maybe you're interested in other movies, let's download an app. And as you can see here, I have this app installed, so you can start it from here without having to go and search for the app on the phone and then start it. If the app would not be on the phone, it will take you straight to Marketplace, you can download the app. So it shows web search, but the first response to the query is actually an application. No local information in Karlskrona about True Grit, not surprisingly, but you have images from the movie, all integrated in the search experience. So that's pretty cool, I think. I'll show you another example of how apps integrate and show up when you need them. I'll do a fake that I am in Seattle, in Washington. So this is my Bing Maps application. Okay, so I'm starting to get hungry. I want some food. I want something to eat and drink, maybe. How should I find the nearest place? What would you do on an iPhone?
Google Maps.
Google Maps. Yeah, okay. Then we'll find some restaurants.
Or some particular restaurant app.
Yeah,
Maybe.
exactly. Maybe a separate app. So what we do here is we try and integrate. So this is part of the internet beyond the browser type experience. You just press these this little symbol, and you will have what you also saw in the video. You have eat and drink, right? You have highlights. You have shopping. You have well, this is highlights. If I go into let's try a place.
How's this?
So this is Bing. Yeah, the underlying data is Bing. So this is the Bing experience basically on the phone. If I go to one of these places, we take the Oyster House. You can see some basic information. You can navigate to the place. You have some reviews, but you also have apps related to what you're searching for or the result. Okay. So this might be an app that helps you to navigate to the place, helps you avoid traffic. Maybe it's an app that you can use to book a table at the restaurant, etc. So again, an example of how apps integrate into the experience and show up and guides you and helps you with your daily life. Does that make sense? Pretty cool. So several ways for your apps to be discovered, instead of a user having to, being told by a friend, well, there is this great app that you should download. So no random searches, basically. We try and avoid as much of that as possible.
So the next thing is how, if I have a restaurant, how do I get into the database, and how is my app sort of being shown here?
Yeah, so that's the same. I mean, you have to, these extras or app, there are tags you have to put in for your app to be shown at certain places in the phone.
Yeah.
So you have to think about that and use all the opportunities.
Yeah.
So now we're seriously behind, so I will skip my great demo of, no, let's see, this is pretty cool. Does anybody have, should use some props, a sign with some English text on it? On Bing search, yes. So you have here the little eye icon. Okay, so let's see if this works. Keep the page. An introduction to, okay, page.
Keep the page on that side.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I take my, so this is again being scan text. We say scan text.
Notice also that the text is twisted.
Exactly. So this is again built in, and you have music experience, search for music built in. You have the ability to scan barcodes, book covers, etc. And okay, so we should translate this to Chinese, and you can never tell if it's right or wrong. Right? Oh, there you go. Again, as you will see, we'll talk about easier and faster. We'll talk about integrated communications. We'll talk about smarter way to applications. We'll talk about internet, which this was about, internet which is way more than just a nice browser. And all of that sort of translates to great opportunities for you guys in designing great applications, targeting what is essentially one phone, because all phones are the same. Yeah, do we have a, okay, so we have a barcode here as well.
You've lost the stream.
Okay. There we go.
How large is the install base?
We'll come back to that. Okay, I'll press my search button again. Let's see if this works. Barcode. Find it better. Well, anyway, it should recognize the barcode.
Put it on the table so it's stabilized.
Alright, this is better. Oh, there we go.
You can also just take a picture of the book cover.
Yes.
You don't have to take a picture or the Xbox.
So this is pretty clever. Again, it's built in. And I mean, there are so many delighters in Windows Phone. It's just a joy to use in your everyday life. It simplifies things. It's very fast. So these are just a few examples. Oh, I'll show you a crowd pleaser. Actually, I have to do that. I hope you don't mind. So this is Xbox. Anybody play Xbox? Okay. So I jump into my Xbox live experience on the phone. So these are my games. I don't have too many games on this phone. You have your Xbox game, your recent games, and so forth. And then you have your little avatar and your entire life sort of available on the phone. I can use my points and buy props on my PC, on my Xbox, and on my phone. This little guy will start dancing if I put some music on, etc. And I can make him fall down as well. Yeah. He's very happy to be here in Karlskrona. And then I have my friends, of course, my Xbox community, and I usually take Danwei here as the example. She's a much better Xbox player than I am. You see the resemblance of both my and Danwei's avatar. And I can communicate with her. So I do demo. And this is all built in, so integrated. And this now shows up at her Xbox when she's playing. I can see what she's playing and when she's playing and what she's playing things on. I can compare, and this is a devastating experience for my part because I'm not a very good Xbox player. Game by game, I can keep tabs of how badly I suck, especially on Dance Central, where she's now at 290 in gamer score, and I'm at 0. I miss every beat. So this is kind of cool. And you should know that Danwei and Robert, they are newly married, and this is what they do at night. They play Xbox. So it was different when I got married 20 years ago. Well, anyway, so this is fun, right? So this is your community built in. It's engaging, it's lively, it's the same as you have on Xbox on your TV, on your console. Cool. Questions? Yes.
You had the music player on the lock screen.
Yeah.
How do you get rid of that? Can you close an application or can you close
Yeah,
the
yeah.
music application?
So the music player only pops up if you push the volume buttons.
Okay.
So then it disappears.
Alright.
But the basic principle again is should be able to control your music without unlocking your phone. Skip tracks, increase your volume, pause, etc., etc. And this is another cool demo. Sorry if I'm. So I go. Okay, so this I'm not technical, but it's still a cool thing to show. I go to www.beat.no. So this is some kind of music site, an HTML5 website, I think. You should correct me if I'm wrong here, Danwei. You're the expert. So this basically shows how you can use the APIs available on the phone to transcend. If I play this piece of music, and up pops a media player in the browser. And this plays in the background, of course, so I can do other things. I can do my email at the same time, boom, ba-bam. But I can also lock my phone, it still plays in the background, and I can control my media from the website using my volume controls here. So I can stop this music and start it again. So this is a website that is available to me through the standard controls on the phone. Correct? That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I can go on and on and on and show you all the amazing things on the Windows Phone. And to answer the question asked about market share.
Not market share, but like install base.
Install
like
base.
Number,
Millions
people
of
have
phones.
Windows, whatsoever.
Millions of phones already. The big sort of uptake is most likely going to happen now when we ship Mango. We've added 19 languages and 19 new markets for Marketplace. So in the first year, we've only had 5 languages. Now we add 19 more. Among those, all the Nordic languages, etc. So now it's really the big thing. We've added some of the stuff that we missed that were critical, like multitasking. And multitasking works very simply. You just press and hold the back button, and you have the multitasking view, and I can go into it. It's not updating. Okay.
Do you have copy and paste?
Yes.
That's not necessarily the case.
So I press that button, press and hold, and I switch, boom, like that. So that's how you manage your applications. So fast app switching is now part of Windows 7.
You seem to hint that there are different marketplaces for different languages.
Yes, there are and there are not. So can I sort of draw